have a ton of emotion, when you go through something like this. And at one point in time, I thought, now, if we win this, this will be a great win for us. And if we lose it, it'll be a hard loss. And then I thought, I'm sure Bill's thinking the same thing over on his sideline. Both of us coming in here in the same situation and everything. So now it's what do we do with it, but it's a good little momentum boost as we go into conference play for us. And hopefully we can continue to understand if we keep battling, we can find a way.
Well, right now we're 2-0 in the Sun Belt Conference. Have a big away ball game against New Mexico State. First time that Georgia Southern has ever played New Mexico State. So we got to keep this thing rolling and have a great week of practice. Going to have a few days off right now, but looking forward to going out to Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Excited about where we're at right now. It's interesting for an offensive guy. We said going into the season, early in the season, that we were going to lean on our defense, and I think we've got a really outstanding punter kicker in Justin Manton, and congratulate him obviously on being not just the conference player of the week, but several national players of the week, and from a special team standpoint. And we have some really, really good coverage teams, I think, for the most part, and we've really leaned on that, I think. And I'm excited about kind of our defensive effort. I'm excited about some things we got done on offense this last week against a very, very good Troy team. Again, I think early in the season here in particular, if you look at records and you look at stats, you're really getting ready to set yourself up for something. And we try to stay away from that. But again, I'm pleased. Again, it's different for me from where we've been over the last several years to where we were trying to win the game on offense, and we were this freewheeling, aggressive offensive style. And now to play a little bit more passively on offense is a little bit harder to do, but I think it's been the surest way to win for us, and I think that's kind of proved to be true.
I think Trent Miles does an exceptional job. I think he's an outstanding coach. He was very successful at Indiana State, and now he's building a program there at Georgia State, putting his own stamp on that program. And he's starting that program, obviously, basically from scratch when he took over from Coach Curry a few years ago. And you can already see the improvement in a short period of time. They're going to win some games this year. They're a much better football team. And so it's going to be a challenge for us, especially since we have not played as well as we'd have liked in the last 3 games. They've got a quarterback that gives them a chance to be successful on the field. He's got a quick release. He's a very accurate passer. He manages the game extremely well. And I think he's got a stable full of very capable, very good wideouts that can get open and catch the ball. I think they do a nice job. They've had some injuries at running back. But just like we have, that's always an opportunity for somebody else to step up. And they have the ability, though, to rely on the passing game even more with the success that they've had and with a quarterback like they have.
Very excited about going and playing the University of Louisiana Lafayette this weekend. They're a very good football team. Don't be fooled by their record. They are 1-3 just like we are, but they've lost to Ole Miss, who's in the top 10 in the nation, probably number 9. They've lost to Boise at Boise, and they lost to a very good Louisiana Tech team. So they are a 3-time defending conference champion, or at least a piece of the conference championship, and they're playing at home in front of a great crowd that they get great support from. And they're a very, very talented football team that's well coached, and we're going to have to go and play our best football to have a chance to be with them in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, we've had a tough 2 weeks, with going to Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and then going down to Statesboro 5 days later. It's been a hard road for the last 2 weeks, and and really coming out 0-2 and felt like we could have been at least been 1-1 throughout that stretch. So that's hard. So we're kind of licking the wounds a little bit today. We got to have a great week this week, though, starting at Tuesday when we get back here with our pads. Our scout team has got to give us the best looks they've given us all year. It's going to start right there, and then so if we practice that way, then we got to execute on game day. But we got to have the best week of practice we've had all week. I think our guys are hurting right now, but I think Tuesday coming around, they'll be eager to practice.
We're 1-0 in the Sun Belt right now, and so that puts us in first place, and we're playing another team that's undefeated. So this is like a championship football game, and that's the way we need to treat all these Sun Belt games. Very fast football team. They've got tremendous speed on offense. The quarterback, as we mentioned earlier, is a tremendous runner. They try to keep the ball in his hand most of the time. Their defense runs extremely well. They're a pressure-oriented defense, and we're going to be able to handle that up front.
Them all day, for the last 2 days. They're got a really good linebacker, got a good rush defensive end. Coach Francione's done a great job wherever he's been. They're always going to run the ball, try to hold on to the ball, maintain possession, win the time of possession. They do a lot of different things offensively, line up in a lot of different formations, make you defend a lot of things, and then you have to be sound because of all the option. Everybody's got to do their job, make sure they take care of their responsibility. So they're going to try to, their quarterback's been very efficient. He's doing a good job with the football. They're going to try to control the ball and beat you that way.
But our quarterback played pretty good. He threw the ball well and had some good runs in the course of the game, and didn't throw an interception, which was good. And I don't believe he's thrown one all year, has he? Which, is pretty amazing, much as we throw it. So, the two teams close to equal. I thought we fought them pretty hard and had a chance to win the game. Couldn't quite get it done.